Schaumburg Summer Theater program began in 1989. Since then, over 500 high school and college students have performed in 21 productions here at the Prairie Center stage. With me now to discuss the program, Summer Theater Director Rob Paleckis and lead actor Mark Pontarelli. Rob, lead actor?
Lead actor?
Nice to have you here.
Wow. Hi. Wonder who put him in that position.
Yeah, what happened here? I mean, weren't you the Artful Dodger?
Yeah, when I was...
I thought you were a Cub fan.
I am a Cub fan.
But how can you be a Dodger and a Cub fan?
Well, actually, Dodgers from
That's
England.
throwing him a curve, isn't it? Little baseball.
Yeah.
Joke there.
Going to get me in stitches here. Well, Rob, tell me about your role here with the Prairie Center and the Summer Theater, and what inspired you in the first show you put on here?
Sure. Well, as production supervisor at the Prairie Center, I take on several different positions, and one of them is running the summer musical program at the Prairie Center, which features the talents of high school and college kids. One right here, as a matter of fact. And we've been doing this since 1989, and I was the director of the first production, Bye Bye Birdie, back then. I was actually brought on to do that show, and for some reason they decided to keep me around.
So they hired you after that.
They hired me after that.
Despite that show.
Despite us doing Bye Bye Birdie, they still hired me. Can you believe that? And it's been a beautiful marriage ever since. We've had a great time doing the show, doing the programs. Probably had at least 500 students go through it, and some going on to work professionally in show business and the arts.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah. Television, opera.
You had one Steppenwolf too, didn't you?
We've had someone star alongside John Malkovich in a show at Steppenwolf. So some really great talent.
Yeah.
Has gone through the program.
Well, now we come to Mark over here. What was your first show, Mark?
My first show was back in like 2004. 2004.
Yes.
And it was a production of Oliver, and I played the role of the Artful Dodger, and it was a lot of fun.
He didn't sound like this when he did the show.
No.
No, not at all.
No, I was going into 7th grade at the time. I was about like 12, and yeah, you know, I remember I was pretty intimidated because this was my first show like ever. And Rob comes up to me and he says, you know, you got to practice your Cockney accent. So I went around the house and I went on vacation talking in a Cockney accent, and it ended up annoying my family a lot. But, you know, it was, I got the accent down.
Tell me about that first role you had. People might not realize what the Artful Dodger did or does, and what does the Artful Dodger do in Oliver?
Well, he's basically the leader of Fagin's pickpocket gang, and he's the head pickpocketer, and he finds Oliver on the streets after running away from the orphanage, and he takes him under his wing. He introduces him to Fagin, and then that's how the story sort of unfolds from there. And
probably sings one of the show's most popular numbers, "Consider Yourself," which is
yes,
a real showstopper.
Yeah.
So that was your first debut number with the Prairie Center.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Now, what was your debut with the Prairie Center? Now you've done some murder mysteries too, in addition to...
My debut at the Prairie Center was probably something like wearing a shark costume or a gorilla suit. Maybe it might have been the gorilla suit. So
you defined
very prestigious career I've had.
Defined for all time those folks who would try to be a shark or a gorilla.
It takes a lot of...
You work with the orchestra, too, is that correct?
We have a youth orchestra also, and we do incorporate programs. We have programs for young people, and then we get to put little, say, vignettes or characters into the shows. So, and that usually involves me putting on a sweaty outfit.
Well, let's take a look. Maybe we'll catch a sweaty outfit here.
What do we got here?
Well, let's find out. Tell me about it.
Here he is, Mark Pontarelli, in his first production ever of Oliver. And next to him is Zach Lentino, and Zach is also in our current production of the Mikado. So here are two kids from 2004 who have stuck with the program and are now with us. And this is from 2 years ago, our production of Damn Yankees. And this is a pretty fun little number called The Game. And so, as you can see, we do everything from more recent films or recent shows. And here, this is from last year's production of The Pirates of Penzance. And here's a little policeman number. If I ever get a chance to have the guys row on the floor like that, I'll use it. So, and here we are with Cat-Like Tread that everyone seems to know. People, I think, are more familiar with the song "Hail, Hail, the Gang's All Here," which that melody is taken from this number. Very energetic cast. And this was last year, Gilbert and Sullivan, and we're happy to bring Gilbert and Sullivan back here to the Prairie Center for a second show of this.
And what show would that be?
What is it?
It is called the Mikado. It's basically a bunch of Englishmen acting like Japanese people. Is that better out? Yeah, it's about right.
So American students playing Englishmen as Japanese people.
Yeah.
And what role do you have?
I play the role of Coco, which is also the Lord High Executioner. He wasn't always Lord High Executioner. He was a cheap tailor.
He really kills in the role.
Give me a line from the show.
Oh, no, you're just gonna have to come and see it. So, I mean,
Give me a line from the show.
What do you say?
let's see.
Rob, give me a line from the show.
He does
sing. He does actually sing a song. Do you know the List song? Do you remember that one?
Yes.
A little bit of that. Top of that. As someday it may happen.
Let's hear it.
As someday it may happen that a victim must be found, I've got a little list of society offenders who might well be underground, and got him on the list who never would be missed. Little.
You're going to kill those people, aren't you?
That is the list, yes. He's got a little list.
Now, how many young people in the cast?
We've got about 43 people in the cast right now.
Is the cast all casted?
The cast is all casted. They are fantastic. They are college students, high school students. Studying music or theater.
You had such strong voices last year.
It's really amazing what talent is out there just in this area alone.
You got some kids coming back?
We have a lot of kids coming back. We've got some new talent that's just unbelievable. What we'd like to do...
How can people get tickets?
How can people get tickets? They can get tickets by calling 847-895-3600 or visiting www.prairiecenter.org.
Rob?
Is it coming up on the screen?
That's great.
Is it right under my hair? Is it here?
Well, I saw it. Thanks, Mark.
No problem.
Thanks to both of you. I really appreciate your coming out. I know how you hate publicity.
I shy away from any kind of exposure like this.
I can understand that. I can understand why you would.
Thank you for having us on the show.
Well, no, thank you. Thank you. That'll do it for this edition of Speaking of Schaumburg. Join us again next month for another all-new episode. Until then, I'll see you around town.